Nurse, so I can tell we're ready to go. You recording on laptop, too? Let me start my timer. You folks are ready? Joshua McLewis. And David up in Edmonton.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, look. Ray Work just liked my link on Facebook.
He's popping gang signs here. All right, let's go. Remember, Ben, you're saying something in the open.
Thank you.
Coming up on Roundabout, a father in New Jersey gets ticketed for saving his son's life. The RoAb Action News problem fixer-uppers are on the case, fighting for justice.
Plus, what's in your coffee maker that can kill your children and puppies? Details at 11. Spoiler, Craig put it there.
We list off the most threatened and endangered automobiles on the planet, and our illustrious panelists play another round of Versus, the game that makes foes of friends and competitors of confidants. Roundabout is sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. Visit our website, roundaboutshow.com, to get up to $30 off your next purchase, and by everyone's favorite online store, Amazon.com.
From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where the streets are paved with bitumen, and that's not a swear word, I'm Dave Foley of Automojo.
And a dude who attempts to write about cars from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Josh O. McLewis from RawAutos.com.
Having collected a bunch of junk that we call a show, I'm just like on Sanford & Son. I'm your host, Craig Cole.
And interrupting my reruns of Punky Brewster to be here tonight, I'm producer Ben Sanders. Let's get this over with, guys, please.
This is Roundabout.
Welcome to Roundabout, home of the Roundabout Burger. This is episode 130, our weekly chat covering car culture, vehicle reviews, and what?
Lettuce and tomatoes.
Yes. How do they keep them from getting warm?
McDLT is
That's
how
right.
an absurd amount of ozone-destroying packaging.
Assemble it yourself. What's so hard about it?
Some assembly required, but the delicious is all yours.
Holy poopy.
Oh, we're all back. Speaking, Dave, were you squeezing something out there when you were doing your intro? You sounded a little bit stressed.
Oh, I might have been. I'm not.
You do.
Ankles in bitumen.
Mojo.
Oh, Joe.
If you needed a bathroom break, Dave, if you needed a bathroom break before we started, we could have allowed that.
It sounds to me like we've got a real Charlie Foxtrot going on here right now. Charlie Foxtrot. Dave, you're from Edmonton. I understand it's up in Alberta or Canada.
It is. You know, it's like the biggest bunch of oil outside of Saudi Arabia. You know, we just want to give it away.
Oh, really? But it's locked up in that sand. It's like it's spilled on the beach. Except there aren't whales dying.
Long time ago, there was like a really clumsy oil dive, and he'd like tripped all over.
Whoa,
wait. That's epic.
That was a Charlie Foxtrot, if you ask me. I don't know if Herman the German is listening, but he commented on Autoline Daily a few weeks ago, and he mentioned, it was a real Charlie Foxtrot. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? So I went and looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and I was laughing because it's funny.
Google it.
You go and Google it.
Or
it's
Bing
a great
it and
code.
decide.
You can.
Excuse me. I am not a Googleizer, okay?
Do you use Bing as well?
I am a Binger.
Really?
No, actually, I do Google. I Google myself.
Josh McLewis, I challenge you, or pardon me, McLewis, I challenge you, it's getting more Irish by the week, I challenge you to use Bing for a week and tell me you don't like it.
The problem is, how can you tell somebody you Bing yourself? I went.
We're having Skype issues here, Ben. I keep cutting in and out here.
Hey, you know what, guys? We're going to really quick disconnect and reconnect with you guys because we're having sudden Skype issues. So,
okay.
Hold on. I'll call you back.
Gorski see ich binge. He bings.
I love you, Ben.
Oh, I love you too, Joe.
And Large Mentally Disabled says they should have named it Bang, then you could bang yourself.
Oh no! I just realized I can't call Dave back because he made himself invisible. Oh no!
This is
This is
How
Charlie.
do I get that message to him now?
Charlie Foxtrot.
Oh no.
Mirko taught me that.
Hang on, wait a second. I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah, Reinhardt.
I
look.
just messaged him on Facebook.
Okay.
Talk about a Charlie
Stupid
Foxtrot.
Ben.
Well, it's par for. You could have messaged him over the tiny chat.
Ben, play your producer failing sound effect. Ben has died of lackluster production.
This is going to be fun for the
This
video
is great.
audience.
They're
That's what I
tap
think.
danculating. There. Willie D is prolifically typing in the present tense, even though he's from the past, which is, I guess, like time travel.
What is their hair?
Sorry, Dave. Because I had you make yourself invisible earlier,
Oh,
I couldn't add you into the conference.
Why, Mirko?
And I was like, what am I going to do?
I bing. It's conjugated for first person.
there. Is that working?
Yeah, that's working. I got you.
Hello?
Okay.
You there, Josh?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
All right.
All right.
Five,
Mark
five,
it
five.
down.
I think we are back on track.
Okay.
Let me minimize.
1:10. Does that work? Does that sound okay?
Yes, that was a good
All right,
count to
Ben,
10. Good job.
Quiet, guys.
Everyone
Ben,
be
mark
quiet,
it.
and
We'll pick it up again. So, Joshua O. McLewis, I challenge you to use Bing for a week and tell me it's not usable.
You know, I feel that my name has gotten more Irishy every week.
It has.
It has. It has. It's a special name.
It
Next
is.
week it's going to be like O. McLewis. I don't know what else is more Irish than
Kennedy.
that.
like Kennedy.
O. McLewis. Yeah, Kennedy. Ginger. You know, little redhead. I've used Bing and I like Bing a lot. I do. I especially like the homepage when you go to Bing.com and you got all the pictures and you got the picture and you can like got the little points on there where you can like look at information. Nobody else uses that but me, I think.
I do. It's
I
interesting.
mean, I love it, but my friends all make fun of me. They're like, "Why the hell do I care about that?" But yeah, I will use it.
Take the Bing 7-day challenge.
and what
Dave,
do I
this is
get?
open to the friends in the north, too.
And excuse me, but what do I get if I don't like this Bing thing?
You can return it free for 30 days.
Oh, now that is just bull hockey.
Isn't it free anywhere? Isn't it free anyway?
Shush.
Am I
Listen
missing
here,
something?
Mr.
Shush.
Foley.
Dave.
You can't give out the secret.
Let's Bing it. So anyway, we're not here to talk about technology, not until AutoGadget. We're
That's
not
right.
here to beat around the bush talking about surnames. We're here
Oh, go
to
Bing
do
yourself.
an automotive program, I understand. So let's get rolling because we have got a bunch of news to get through. I shall start things off. Talk about adding insult to injury. A father in New Jersey was actually ticketed by the police for saving his son's life. And just to kick him while he was down, he was cited twice. One for failure to set the parking brake, and another for failure to show proof of insurance. Never mind that his vehicle was underwater. Here's what went down. The man in question had just taught his 5-year-old kitty how to unbuckle his own seatbelt. The two were headed to the park, and he had just pulled up when the boy freed himself and made a beeline for a nearby 35-foot high river embankment. The father did what any sober, responsible parent would do, give chase. He snagged the toddler just before he reached the edge of the cliff. In the meantime, his Jeep rolled into the river. Down by the river. So can you believe that? The Officer Dickhole comes over and writes him 2 tickets.
Well, that's why you just let your damn children die, okay?
And his name was Officer Urethra. I'm sorry. That's different. It's a different thing.
that's the Canadian translation. That's Canadian nice right there.
Officer
Exactly.
Reefer.
Exactly.
Officer Reefer. So can you believe the
Listen here.
callousness?
Don't talk dirty on these airwaves, okay?
Kids might be watching. Kids
Yeah.
might be watching.
We'll be lucky if anybody's watching. But
Throw them. They're kids. Get the hell out of here, kids.
kids. So
That's
there you go.
unreal.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
ridiculous.
What a jerky thing to do.
What would the
What a
mounted
dick.
police have done?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know, turn their horse around and have it poop in the Jeep or something. I don't know.
Now,
don't know.
Is it,
Somebody, let's put it this way. Somebody would have been mounted. Let's put
I
it
was
that
going to
way.
say, is it mounted like they're riding a horse, or is it mounted in another way? Because I'm not certain.
They would have given him a heftier
Depends on the
fine
size
than
of
the 2
horse.
tickets that he
Hmm.
Listen here, Sergeant.
No, it would
Seb.
just be more
No,
of a penalty.
Yes.
It'd just be a bigger
bend over
penalty.
and take this ticket. Okay.
So anyway, apparently common sense is endangered, at least in New Jersey, but some other things are under threat, Josh.
And it's really sad. Haggerty, the classic car insurance company, have created a thoughtful list of cars that are endangered species here in America. The World Wildlife Foundation can have their polar bear fundraisers, and the conservationists can have the people who talk can have their Save the Rainforest bumper stickers. But what about us car folk? Contrary to popular / stupid modern belief, cars are not what's killing off the world. So why can't we save a few? This list that Haggerty have been able to come up with includes cars in the threatened, endangered, and extinct categories. You too, for 5 cents a week, can feed a hungry Chevy Monza. So get out your 40s of OE, because it's time to pour out a little for some of our lost homies, which include the threatened 1975 to 1980 Chevy Monza. Actually, no, it's not threatened. Just extinct that thing already. The 63 to 66 Studebaker Wagonaire. That is cool. Keep that.
Heir to the throne.
Exactly. The 71 to 74 BMW Bavaria. I want one of these. If you got one, contact me. I won't know how to pay you because I'm a writer and I don't have money, but that's okay. We'll figure it out sometime. The 1988 Pontiac Fiero GT. Didn't GM want this to go extinct years ago?
When they designed it, didn't they?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You can't find them anymore because they're all listed as Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis anyway. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
the 71 to 77 Toyota Celica, great car. Endangered species. The Mercury Capri, the Mazda RX-2, Volkswagen Scirocco, Toyota Supra from 79 to 81, the 71 Plymouth Cricket.
Tally-ho!
The 81 to 85 Chevy Citation X11. Thank God that's endangered. And then the extinct, the 1980 Dodge St. Regis, Krager's favorite car.
Ooh.
And then the 86 to 86 Chrysler Laser XE. That's my favorite. There's
All those years. They made it for that many years, too.
Yes, the 86 to 86. It's from January to December, just to let you know. And then according to their list, it's the 19871 Renault AMC Alliance convertible. And then the 1983 to 1986 Isuzu Impulse, except they spelled it instead of ISUZU, IZUSU.
Isuzu.
So, obviously, Isuzu's been gone so long we can't remember how to spell it.
Well, and that Renault, that's from the future. That's from the year 19,871.
Yeah,
That's true.
Just so you know.
it's already extinct. Holy hell!
It's just it came out just before the great computer wars of the early 2022s. Anyway, it's too late for some cars, but like Josh said, you Roundabout listeners can help out. Just 5 cents a day can sponsor an endangered or threatened automobile near you.
Obviously. I mean, you guys, come on.
I know.
The saddest one on that list as far as disappearing to me actually was that Pontiac Fiero GT. I thought those were cool. And by the time they got to near the end, they were pretty good players. They were pretty good cars.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
badass.
Dave Foley of Auto Mojo has no more mojo.
They were fun, man. They were awesome.
And they were neat. They were neat.
It's called
Get
low
that
T.
T6 in there. Ooh, ooh.
He thought he had a
2.8 liters of
going
fire.
problem, but it turned out to be a growing problem. His prostate was enlarging. Oh, wait. Did I say that out loud? Dave, speaking of
Yes.
prostates, somebody did
Okay,
something stupid here.
Someone's head was somewhere. We'll put it that way. This is a story of the dumb being saved by the clumsy. And this video came to us via Autoholics / car domain and shows a man who obviously had little belief in simple mechanical devices. Unfortunately, this video comes with little description, but we can pretty much figure out what's going on anyway. A man is shown on security camera fueling his car. It'd be safe to assume that the filler nozzle has clicked off, telling him that his car is full. Apparently, he didn't believe it and proceeds to visually check for himself. As it is at night, he feels the need to flick his Bic and use the lighter to illuminate the filler neck. Of course, the gasoline fumes catch fire. He drops the filler nozzle, which also starts to burn. A sort of quick-moving gas station attendant comes out to give some help, and after fighting with the mechanism for the fire extinguisher, finally fires the thing up. Unfortunately, when he does get the fire extinguisher going, he doesn't have a good enough grip on the hose. This causes the hose to whip around like a rattlesnake on crack. Fire extinguisher powder in a massive cloud that's probably 20 feet in diameter. The attendant finally gets the nozzle back under control, finishes the job, and puts the fire out. I laughed so hard when I saw this.
Oh my God.
It's just boom.
Wow.
Huge cloud.
What's really sad is that it's always more difficult to catch somebody else's hose for them.
You would know that, Josh?
Oh, one too many times, good sir.
Gosh,
one too many times.
Yes, this was
I
a
don't
good.
even
This
wanna
was a
know.
good find here, Dave. And what is 20 feet in meters?
I don't know.
Decimeters, then.
This is decimeters. 0.3 hectometers. No,
what
I
is
don't
that in
have no idea.
hectares?
What's the area? Yeah, probably 6 meters,
Oh,
maybe.
that sounds impressive.
I have no idea.
So watch out for your unruly hoses.
But
That's
what,
right. That's
Dave, you
right.
may not know about conversions, but what you do know about is Porsches, and they're pretty cool, right?
Oh, you wouldn't believe how much I know about Porsche.
Well, they are the highlight of our next story because we have all seen video of moving assembly lines, whether it's a Model T rolling through the Rouge or a current vehicle being put together in a clean, brightly lit factory. The process of building a car is truly amazing. But it can seem a little blasé in this day and age, along with manufacturing in general in the United States. Everybody would rather be playing on their iPad or iPhone or iLife, just going away at the computers than making manufacturing things. But anyway, we've unearthed some pretty amazing video footage from the 1960s showing early Porsches being assembled, and we bet you've never seen it before, although if you have, you can watch it again. The level of craftsmanship that goes into each of these cars is pretty stunning, from the spot welds to the metal finishing to the inspections. Just about everything was done by hand, and you can watch it all if you're listening to the audio version of this program, RoundaboutShow.com.
Let's take a quick listen.
Let's.
Love the music.
Greetings to all our Porsche friends. I wish it were possible
Mirko?
for each of you to come to Stuttgart to see for yourselves how our car is made in the Porsche works. Instead of this, perhaps we can bring to you with this film the picture and the story of the Porsche idea. Here at
music's like from a
Zuffenhausen we have
graduation.
continued and developed the Porsche automotive ideas
Don't be
originally
surprised if you see somebody
conceived
running
by
by
my
on
father,
fire.
Professor Ferdinand Porsche. And we constantly strive to build each Porsche car with the same
USA.
craftsmanship,
Jawohl.
perfection, integrity that has brought worldwide recognition for these engineering achievements.
And with that,
You will enjoy this little
Unbelievable.
it's
I
a
feel like-
great video, and go ahead
I
and
feel
watch
like
on Twitter.
I feel like that's the same guy who used to do some of Hitler's speeches in English.
Perhaps. Maybe he was
Boy.
married to Leni Riefenstahl. And when
We
she-
are a peaceful nation, I swear. We just come to say hi.
Yes. What was everybody doing in the 40s? They were on vacation. Anyway, Josh, click it or ticket.
All right. Beware, lawbreakers. Your run of not wearing your seatbelt is about to come to an end. Why? Because the coppers are looking for you, see? Mrah. Mrah, see? Mrah. NHTSA have, not has, come to a shocking realization that people don't wear their seatbelts. Oh my. And now they're trying to catch those faking wearing a seatbelt, such as, but not limited to, just putting the front side over your shoulder. Faker! In an attempt to curb your not wanting to wear a safety belt for whatever reason, NHTSA have provided a list of myths and facts to show you how much of an idiot you really are. Idiot. A few, for example. The myth. If your car has airbags, you don't need to use a seatbelt. The real deal. Excuse me, but airbags are designed to protect a buckled occupant. Excuse me, I can't get that out in my current voice. When a passenger is unbuckled, airbags become less effective or worse. They can become deadly themselves.
And in point of fact, they're actually called supplemental restraint systems because they supplement the safety belt that's already installed in the automobile.
That's a good point.
That
That
is a good
SRS
point.
That
Yeah.
SRS on your dash is not a trim level. This is not an SRS edition.
Is that what that means?
Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
I thought it meant SARS, but they left out the A.
I didn't want to scare you. You just got SARS.
Yeah.
So here's another myth for you. Just being in a pickup truck makes you safer than anyone else.
Especially
with
if you're
beer
drinking
can.
and driving.
Yeah, especially with beer. I just said the same. That's great. We're thinking on the same level. I like this, Craig.
Alcoholism
We're
is
thinking
funny.
on the same level. Anyway, the real deal. For SUV, pickup, and van occupants, seat belts reduce the risk of fatal injury by 60%. And my absolute personal favorite.
Josh, just hold on. This is the only accent you are now allowed to do going forward, okay? The southern one, we'll just pretend that never happened, but this one is the real McCoy. Continue.
And my personal favorite, the myth. It's not as essential for guys to wear seat belts because they're much better drivers.
Even though that may be true.
The real deal is young men are most at risk. Sorry.
This is his sassy southerner
It is.
accent.
Is that what that is?
I think so.
He's a little sauce box.
Young men are most at risk among passenger vehicle occupants. Men ages 18 to 35 who were killed in fatal crashes. 66% were not buckled. That's the highest of any group from any age. You dumb bastards, so wear your damn seat belts.
Wow. That's good. That's
Click
good.
it or take it, you idiot.
He needs a segment, The Safety Advocate or something it's called, with Donald Bloomberry or something.
Safety Today with Donald Bloomberry.
There you go.
Hey, y'all.
What should it be? What
Here's
should
your
it be?
safety speech for today. Now let me tell you this: when you bash your head against the steering wheel, that means you don't have an airbag. Okay?
Should it, what
You know
was your
that means?
suggestion, Ben?
Blood just
Safety
spills out
Today
all over the
with
front of the
Donald
car,
Bloomberg.
and you die like an idiot. And then the person in the passenger seat
Donald?
sits there and cries because you're dead. You don't have an airbag.
Donald
You've only got
Bloomberry.
like
Donald
Yeah.
Bloomberry. Is your segment called The Safety Advocate or Safety Today?
No, it's called It's Safe, you assholes.
Wow. Let me write that down.
It's safety, you asshole. Descending colon. Come on. That's just
When you're
farther
falling
up.
through your forehead, that means you weren't wearing your seat. Now,
All right, Donald. Well, we'll get to you again a little bit later in the program. But, Dave, you've got something for people that weren't so safe.
Well, safety first is a good thing, and even once you're dead, safety is important to all of us. It could even be important to the recently deceased. Hooniverse has found a V90, and for Canadians, that's a 960 wagon, for sale that has been converted for hearse duty. It's a medium gray monster with an extended wheelbase, a raised roof, and extra length behind the rear wheels, too. It features a mount on both front wheels designed for inserting maybe your country's flag or your flag of your favorite football team, whatever works for you. It also has these huge glass panels on the side of the rear area if you want to show off to your friends as you pass, after you've passed. It could be you inside going, hey guys, check out the awesome casket I'm in. Isn't it sweet? Monster windows. Although safety is a long-standing feature of Volvos for many years, I doubt the rear area has anything like side curtain airbags. If I were to guess, I'd say maybe it's a charge-deployed cloud to lift you out of an accident you may have been in the hearse and carry you all the way to heaven.
To the cloud.
That's right. To the cloud.
I'm going to heaven, you bastards.
If you think you are deceased, and you think you like safety, and you like safety, then this car is clearly for you.
Wow.
So if you think you're dead,
That's right.
you can ride home in style. Remember, just slap yourself in the face a few times. See if you're dead, dummy. Don't look yourself in the mirror. You can't see if you're a ghost, dummy.
Man, that's a title idea. What was? I don't even remember what it was. Anyway, Josh, or David Bloomberry, Donald Bloomberry. Why don't you round out the list here? We got an Acura 6.
The import tuning community are kind of dumb. Let's be honest. I saw an 04 era Honda Accord coupe yesterday that was so slammed to the ground, the guy hit a bump, and I thought the wheels were going to fly off. Whoa!
The wheels?
The wheels, Craig. The wheels. Wheels.
That wouldn't be safe.
No, not at all. I mean, I just wanted to say, it's safe, you asshole. So he also had a lot of toe in on one of the rear wheels, like a lot of modified Japanese cars do. The driver of the car in this news story, though, has his Acura TSX so damn low that he doesn't just rub a little when driving. He full-on scrapes the ground when he's driving. He's even made a video in an attempt to get people to see how cool he is. This ain't safe. It's cool to spend tens of thousands of dollars buying and modifying a nice car, not to only get it chewed up and charred by the pavement as you drive it. Am I missing something here? And here I thought VW drivers were the only idiots to drop their cars this low.
Wow.
But literally, people, it's not safe when sparks are flying all over the place.
It's a fire hazard, Donald.
Unbelievable.
It is. You can't catch your own hose when you're doing it.
You know, and I bet you to look at him, you wouldn't be able to tell he had a deep-seated fear of mounting points.
Just grind them off. Riding dirty.
That was, I mean, seriously, let's look at that video. I mean, how dumb do you have to be? I mean, seriously, to think that that's so cool. Like, oh, look, sign up and subscribe to my videos and see how awesome my Acura is as I can't drive it on the road properly.
Sounds like you need a prostrate exam.
Prostrate? I got, well, as my aunt would say, I've got prostate trouble. Instead of trouble, she accidentally said trouble.
Trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah, so I got me some prostate trouble. It's a little hard when I go pee-pee.
Oh, your aunt said that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did she have it? Did she just have the surgery, or?
You sure she's your aunt? At some point, was she your uncle?
Well, we're going to leave it at that, Donald. Donald Bloomberg.
My aunt has a deep voice.
And an Adam's apple, you can always tell. And man hands.
Exactly.
You can have
Whenever
man
my
hands.
aunt calls me, she says, "Hello, Joshua."
Man hands. Anyway, that's the news portion. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We met a new character, new RoAb character we're going to have back, Donald Bloomberry. So we're glad the safety advocate, or whatever his segment's called.
But I think it's time for Donald to go take a nap for the rest of the show.
In perpetuity, in the hearse, maybe.
He gets so worked up.
I know he does.
He expends so much energy
about safety.
So
anyway,
probably for the best.
Right into a lather.
We all got to take ourselves a little break here, but when we come back, we're going to get to verses, and Josh and Dave are going to square off in a battle to the death over who can defend a list of cars. Exactly. You just wait. You're going to knock your socks off. You better bring an extra pair. But in the meanwhile, got to do a little ad for Advance, our good friends at Advance Auto Parts. We are running a very exclusive, a very special offer for very Roundabout fans. If you go to our website, roundaboutshow.com, on the right-hand sidebar of the page, you will see a little advertisement for Advance Auto Parts. If you click on that, that is your portal, your one-stop shop, your gateway, your hub, your center for savings, if you will. Imagine a Walmart, but with auto parts and not so crappy. That is Advance. You go there, you do your shopping after following the link, and you can save big money. If you spend $30 with Advance, they will take $10 right off your order. If you hit $50, you can save $20. If you hit $100, you can save $30 by using Advance via RoundaboutShow.com. Can you believe that?
I love it.
I know. All you have to do is go to our website, RoundaboutShow.com, click on the Advance ad on the right-hand side of the page. Very easy to do. Takes you to their storefront. You do your shopping for your vehicle as you normally would. Put stuff in your shopping cart. When you're done, you enter a promotional code when you're checking out. And it's listed on our website right underneath the ad. You just see it there. You enter that when you check out, and you will save. You'll see that money come right off the bill.
How
however
much will I
you've hit.
save?
That's 10 off 30, 20 off 50, or 30 off 100. It's like free money. I know. The Hall twins couldn't have said it better. Free money. Your ticket
Craig,
to savings.
Can I ask you a question about this?
Sure, Donald.
Yeah, Donald. Now,
Josh.
when I go there, can I find something about seatbelts?
You certainly can, or other safety restraints like
Safety belts.
like LED light-up washer nozzles for safety.
Oh, that is just fantastic.
I know. Now, don't be getting too excited, David. They only have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of other parts.
It's Donald, damn it. And
I'm David.
You've got the Bloomberry twins.
That one is Donald.
Okay.
it's
All right.
Bloomberry.
David's a
approved,
little
you
slow.
He's
Mr.
large mentally
Bloomberry.
disabled slow. No. So, but wait, folks, it gets better. If you spend $75 with Advance, you get free shipping to your door or any other address of your choosing. Free shipping! If you don't hit that $75 threshold, though, you can still get free shipping to any Advance store of your choosing. You just have to pick it up at the store. So if you've got a location that's a block or two away from your home, you can have it shipped there. Boom, pick it up. No cost. Another way to save. I'm saved by Advance. Woo! I'm feeling Advance.
Sing it.
Saved by Advance.
Saved by Advance.
By
What?
Advance.
Tell me what Advance did for you, Crick Cole.
Money.
Advance.
Advance is coming back.
I swear to God, I think they done sold their soul to the devil.
We done saved ourselves.
You will replace your muffler, son,
And
like it were
saved
brand new.
Factory flash.
To the people of Advanced.
Advance Auto Parts Roundabout
Cleanse
Show.
your air filter. Cleanse your air filter.
Cleanse yourself. Go to roundaboutshow.com. Click on the Advance ad and save. Do it for us, please. And we're out. Anyway, next up, and I believe it is time for our blind spot story of the week.
I thought the tone had changed so much. It came down so fast. I thought maybe it was time for story time. But blind spot story of the week, you say.
Yes, please.
Here we go.
When news topics go unnoticed, are underreported, or otherwise fall off the radar, they actually, surprisingly, against the odds, avoid the wood chipper and end up in our blind spot story of the week. You have a Josh doppelganger in your box there, Ben. Frankly, it's freaking me out. You stole a little bit of his soul, I think. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how you got these fancy motion picture technologies in there. But I'll tell you what, first 100 calls get shavings from a Spanish leg.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta get an arm going in the mountains, getting an army of children ready. We're going to march on Washington.
Donald Bloomberry does not approve.
Anyway, another safety-related issue. Tire pressure has actually been found to be at fault in 5% of all accidents, according to a study. Can you believe that?
No.
Something as simple as keeping gas in your tires. Air is a gas, keep in mind.
Well, air's in my gas. Let's put it that way. Oh, hot air's rising. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, 5%. Can we believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can believe it.
Safety. So if you own... This article's coming to us via
Safety.
thecarconnection.com.
The car
Which is-
connection.
Would you like me to
5%
read
is
this
pretty-
one for you?
One at a time.
Dave.
Go, Dave.
David.
I don't have my name by that one. What am I doing?
David.
Oh, I don't know.
David.
It sounded like you were about to talk. I'm going to mark it and cut this out. It's way too...
Okay.
And Donald or Josh?
Well, this is the problem. people, they see this yellow light on their dashboard and they don't do nothing about it. Or they see something that says TPMS and they say, I don't have PMS. It's just ridiculous. It's not that PMS. It is tire pressure monitoring system, people. Now, you've got to remember, you got to keep your tires inflated to be safe. The safety belt can't do its job if the airbag ain't working. And the airbag can't work if the brakes aren't stopping in time. So listen to me. I know that made no sense. But that's okay. Because you got to live, people. You got to say, I'm going to live and survive.
Because I understand tires underinflated by 25%, which if I understand is a quarter, are 3 times more likely to be involved in a crash.
It's the truth. But many drivers, the newer vehicles equipped with the systems, ignore the warning lights and fail to correct the condition.
Because let's think about this.
Blue pill that you could take.
It's work to fill your tires up. You got to get out. You got to get off your butt. You got to get out of the car, walk around, grab the air hose. If you have a compressor, drive to the gas station, pay 25 or 50 cents for the free air they serve there. And you got to take those caps are hard to untwist because one way takes them off, the other way puts them on again. You just never know which way it is.
Let's be honest. I'd be a little worried if you had to get out of your seat because I don't think you have enough energy to roast in the sunlight. Because you are a tiny little man. I worry about you. But listen to me.
Subject change there.
Well, let's get a northerner's perspective here. We're south of the Mason-Dixon. Let's go upward, like north.
Yeah, back on we're on a first name basis with the polar bears.
Yeah. In Edmonton, where the streets are lined with bitumen.
Bitumen, that's right. You know what? You do. I mean, obviously, you got to keep track of your tires, tire pressure. More damage happens with the tire pressure being low than and it's undetected. You can't see it from the outside. The inside of the tire, the sidewall flexes so much, grinds it up. It's brutal.
It's a silent killer.
It as much as it might sound corny, it really is. Check your tires, people. Like, come on, even if you don't have a funky little light on your dash, do it when you get your oil changed or when you change your oil if you're doing it yourself. Just do it. Take care of it. I mean, we're lucky we don't get the huge temperature swing to the hot side. But, you know, when it goes down to 30, 35 below up here, the temperatures do lose, the tires do lose pressure. So you gotta keep on it.
Dave, what is the recommended pressure in, kilopascals for our listeners?
I have no idea. You know what? I think one of the kilopascals and this whole idea that we should measure our fuel mileage in liters per 100 kilometers, I think was done as a dare in a bar, mostly because somebody said, this will mess them up. It's so stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
I like a gallon because you go to the store and you buy milk. And it comes in the jug with a handle on it. The bigger one. Not the smaller one, the bigger one. If you could get it in a carton, I'd get that too. But,
anymore.
Yeah. It's just liters are weaker than gallons are smaller. Same with kilometers. They're shorter than a mile. I mean, what the hey? Gosh almighty.
I mean,
I don't get it.
I'm with you. I think kilometers is one of the dumbest measurements ever. And
I don't have so much an issue with kilometers. It's when they start getting into rates of things and inventing stuff, or like the fuel consumption stuff they do up here, invert the entire method of measuring it for no apparent reason. I don't understand that, but that's a side topic from tire pressure. But I don't know.
So Chef Dave,
just a rant.
If you were to boil this down for us, what's the moral of the story?
Check your tires.
Okay.
Check your tire pressure. Check the sticker on your door. If you don't have one there, if it's been repainted, just go with 32. You're not going to be wrong.
Kilopascals?
PSI.
Oh.
I haven't got a clue how many kilopascals it is.
68.
Is it 200?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's something.
Sure.
So moving.
Divide by 2 and add 32, or I don't remember.
It's multiplied by 5/9.
That's what it is.
Next up, Ben, this is your segment. You're going to take the reins on this one.
Am I now?
You
Didn't read
are
it
in
at
the
all?
driver's seat for automotive web gadget.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's this segment called?
Auto gadget? So this is our fusion of Automa news and technology.
Automa News.
Automa news. And this week we've got an article coming courtesy of the Auto blog. They're running a story. We all know Steve Jobs, one of the founders of Apple Computer and later Apple Inc., the late Steve Jobs, recently passed. Visionary in the tech world, obviously, responsible for many innovations, many fine products over the years, over his decades with the company. But there's an article they're running. Apparently, he wanted to do an iCar, which sounds kind of ludicrous.
I don't know. I've always wondered what an iCar would be like.
What would an iCar be like?
It would stop working all of a sudden randomly and just not show like a speed, and then just like have to stop and reset. And all
Would
of
it
a
get
sudden
would it turn multicolors and rotate?
It would probably do something worse. Whenever you had to stop for gas, you'd have to like hold an icon down until the car started to shake, and then you'd have to refuel it that way. And, I mean,
you're describing a PC car, right? Isn't that what it is? The iCar would just be something you can't change, you can't do anything with. You'd have to buy special iCar gasoline and iCar tires and rims. If you wanted to change your rims, you have to buy a new car. It's that simple.
And here's what's most amazing.
Non-serviceable.
When something goes wrong with your battery, you don't do anything with the battery. You just take it back to the dealership and you get a new one.
It's non-serviceable. It's non-serviceable.
No, not serviceable. Yeah. And most of your components are not even made by you. They're made by companies that still supply the same things to regular cars.
But it would still last longer. It would still work better.
And it would be much better for the environment. Much better.
It would be made by slave labor in China.
Yes. And
That's
then
right.
a big earthquake would happen, and then people would finally care about China again. And then we'd forget that they throw baby girls into rivers and feed them to tigers, like they're Siegfried and Roy.
Oh, that's a topic change.
So the Apple
Thanks for the downer of the week, Josh.
Going from cars that don't need to have any work done to them to baby killing. Oh my God.
Well, let's be honest. Look, Steve Jobs was a visionary human being. He was very intelligent at marketing. He was great at this stuff. He was fantastic.
Not so good at fashion, but whatever.
Wait, not so good at what?
Fashion.
I agree. He didn't know how to wear his hair besides shave it.
Or pants and sweaters. But
let's be honest. An Apple car would have just been a mistake. To have any sort of technological company like Google start meddling into making cars because somehow it's a bad thing that we make them and drive them. Come on, this is ridiculous.
You guys remember that thing from a few years ago where they said if Microsoft had designed a car? Did you guys remember seeing that?
No.
And they said the car would just inexplicably stop. You'd have to coast over to the side of the road. You'd restart the car, drive off, and that would be normal.
Now, this report comes to us, we should say this, from Mickey Drexler, which is a horrible name, by the way, for your child.
He's cousins with Donald. Anyway.
So he is the CEO of J. Crew and also sits on the board of Apple. And he was giving an interview, and he was saying that, quote, Steve Jobs, his dream before he died was to design an iCar. Now, this is just absolutely ludicrous because the whole lowercase I and capital case other thing is getting annoying.
That
like
would be
BMW
a letter.
BMW. Oh yeah, what did I call? Sorry, what did I say?
They're called letters.
Another other thing.
Sorry. I was thinking
The other kind are numbers.
I was going to reference it and point to BMW, how they have a small case I. They have the I series cars, the I brand, which is a stupid brand, and that should be set on fire immediately, as well as the human being who created it. Anyway, but Mr. Drexler talked about how Steve Jobs was a visionary in this aspect. I'm sorry, visionary or ass? Sorry, when you think you can reinvent the car, you're not a visionary. You're an ass. Okay, this you might as well just walk up to Ferdinand Porsche's grave, just urinate all over it.
Did you know that Josh is starting a new show? It's called Dyed in the Wool and Can't Be Changed. It airs on public radio on Saturday evenings.
I mean, there's
called
nothing wrong.
I Hate Progress.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with progress, but
it grew out of his other show called The Buggy Whip.
There's nothing wrong with progress, but to think that you can literally take what was there and say like, oh, this car was crap. This is just stupid. The way they make cars, this is stupid, and people that drive are stupid. Let's just create a computer that drives it for you or does it for you or, whatever. Come on. It's all behind. You got to teach drivers how to be better drivers before you just hand them a technological, marvel.
In that light, Josh, the article on Autoblog here does say that they don't know. The guy, the CEO of J. Crew, Mickey Drexler, is quoted as saying that Steve Jobs had a dream of doing an iCar before he died, but never says when Jobs had the dream or, whether how long he'd been thinking about it or even if work had started on it. So this is obviously never going to happen. It could be ancient. It could have been 20 years ago.
Before he died, he created like 25 billion more patents to say, look, this is what we're going to do with Apple over the years after I'm dead and gone. Yeah. And how do we know one of those didn't include an iCar?
Yeah. How do you know?
How do you?
It's not like it's publicly accessible.
Yeah. Through FCC filings, SEC filings, publicly traded companies.
Okay, so there wasn't an SEC filing, but how do you know that it's not in the works right now?
Well, you guys, this is getting heated, and we better save it because our next segment pits you against the other you.
You're saying refocus this energy.
Yes.
Store
We're
it
Hubble
up.
telescope it after it was modified because it
Store
was
it up
defective at first.
You want to store it up in that lithium-ion battery that Josh will never use in a car.
No. You want to store it up. You want to store it up in the ultracapacitors that run the Death Star super laser.
Aha.
You want to focus those in and blow up a planet, preferably Alderaan.
I just heard millions of voices cry out.
My car is calling me on my iPhone right now. Excuse me. Hello?
You're an enabler, Josh, if you bought an iPhone.
Wait, excuse me. My BMW M3 is calling me. Hang on. What? I'm sorry. What are you saying? Oh, you're out of gas, and you're a little annoyed that I didn't drive you much today. Oh, so you have feelings now.
Or how about this? Car, where's the nearest gas station? Boom, boom. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Oh, well, why don't you get your big ass with feelings and go down the street and find somebody else who cares?
And as Gorski C says, it looks like Craig is broadcasting from the visitation room at a state prison. With that, we can change gears here to verses. As you know, in this game, two panelists debate the merits and demerits of one particular vehicle, and our chat room, the wonderful folks, the loyal folks, the fans in there will pick a winner. Now, Ben, or alternately the Colonel, if he is still sticking around. Oh, he's here. Okay, I didn't know. We have to have two sides to this, a pro and a con. Who's going to be pro? Who's going to be con? I understand you have a random selection for us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Spill the beans.
In my hat, which you cannot see clearly, I've got a slip of paper that says con, a slip of paper that says pro. I'm pulling one out now for David. Mm-hmm. And it says pro. So you
pro-life or pro-choice?
Pro-life or go home.
You know how we feel in the South. That means Mr. Raw.
Hold on. You gotta draw it out.
Sir.
You gotta draw it out first.
Okay. Out of the hat. I draw it out. Just like this accent, I'm drawing it out of the hat, and con. Josh gets con.
Right.
I have a feeling, this is Ben now, I have a feeling Josh is going to have a difficult time being con.
Well,
He's not a negative person.
I have a question for the Colonel. What kind of hat was he using? A skimmer?
A little chunk of that sarcasm fell right off.
Like a sarcasm berg floating along there, and here comes the Titanic. All right. So here are the rules.
All over my desk.
Good thing you didn't get it on the
Flakes
rug,
everywhere.
Dave. How do you clean sarcasm out? That's
I'm such a pessimist.
all right. Here are the rules. David, as pro, you must do your best to convincingly talk up the positive aspects of the vehicles in each of our 3 rounds, no matter how awful you think said vehicle really is. On the other hand, Josh, as con, you must make the case for why each of these cars ought to be taken to the crusher. Each of you will have 30 seconds per car to make your cases, and hopefully you guys have law degrees. Following that, there is a 15-second rebuttal round where you can, visually slap each other or just call
Make
your
something
parents
up.
ugly or something. Exactly. Personal attacks. The chat room will serve as our judging panel. They will be sitting en banc, the collection of judges, and they will determine the winner of each round. So chatters, make sure you're logged in and prepared to participate because we need your help setting precedent in this case. So our first vehicle.
Participation
And
gets you a
Craig.
gold
Yes,
star.
Colonel.
I understand there's a bit of a theme.
This is indeed, good point. This is a roundabout rear view edition of Versus. We've got some older vehicles here, not necessarily vintage, but they are older.
And when I hear roundabout rear view, I just get so sentimental.
I know you do.
When I go a-motoring in my old jalopy, I think of all our picnics, those Joes sure were sloppy. But more than anything, I can't forget you. Here's another edition of Roundabout Rear View.
Never again.
Melody's rather random.
Well, there we go. And the mood killer of the week goes to Ben Sanders.
Oh, I took the crown from Josh?
Yeah. You took the crown jewels. It comes with a scepter. And a
Daniel
purple-
Downer.
All right. Vehicle number 1. Ben, is your timer ready?
Now, before we go, everybody, Josh and I do not know what these cars are going to be.
No, you don't.
You guys are like the judges bringing all the information and the winners to the Academy Awards because we don't know.
They're in a sealed envelope of a link you could click on potentially easily without any issue. Anyway,
Really?
our first
No
vehicle.
way.
Dave, are you ready to talk up the pros?
I am so pro. I'm beside myself.
Because your vehicle is a 1995 Lincoln Town Car Executive. And are you ready? 30 seconds on the clock, Ben.
And when you hear my bell, Dave,
Begin.
1995 Lincoln Town Car. What a stunning car. If you want to isolate yourself from the world around you, you need this car. It has the plush ride, the plush interior. It's quiet, it's comfortable. The air conditioning is so powerful you could store meat in the back of it. It's amazing car. And look at the thing. It's just that little extra window at the back adds that little bit of light and that ability to wave to people that you don't want to wave through the window.
Enough.
And you're done.
Enough. I have heard enough here. Until the rebuttal round.
So Joshua McLewis, are you ready
Yeah,
to tear apart the town car?
I'm ready.
All right.
Josh, as con, when you hear my bell, you will have 30 seconds to say your piece. And 3, 2.
It's old.
Just like your opponent, right?
Oh, I mean, and you know what? Stick that dead guy in the trunk because that's about as good as it's gonna get. Light this piece of crap on fire and send it down the road smoking. Because you know what? If you don't, when you drive it, it's just gonna start smoking anyway. It's old. Ding ding.
Well then.
Josh was pulling into port early. Ding, ding. Rain anchor, apparently. Whatever is going on there.
I was pulling to stop
Any
into the
smart.
station. Emergency stop.
All right.
Any
Craig?
safe harbor emergency.
I understand next we have what we call a rebuttal round.
Yes, we do. 15 seconds on the clock, Ben.
15 seconds on the clock. Dave, we go to you for the rebuttal again when you hear my bell.
Old is not so much a problem as it is a state of mind. If you feel old, you are old. That car is young all the way. It's about being isolated and young and disconnected.
Lonely and
I don't
widowed.
know. I don't know. That's all I got.
That is your time. By a lot.
All right.
Josh McLewis, are y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, your rebuttal round. 15 seconds on the clock, Ben.
In this case, old is not the way you feel. It has a digital dashboard. It's just old. Ding, ding.
There we go. All right. Now, we will, as we said, take it to the streets. Right, Craig?
We will.
But first,
Taking it to the streets.
but first, Craig, we need to get your instant reaction to this round.
How can you talk down about this car? Overhead cam V8.
Actually, no, wait. To be fair, I do like this car. But it's
Too late.
You know, to
Too late.
some people, it's
Put.
What?
old.
Look at this. We got $6,750. This could be yours. eBay Motors. Buy it now. Where's it located? Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh
Shooting my
man!
gun-
So you
shooting
can
the
have
value
an open
guns in the air.
You can have an open beer while driving.
Not necessarily drinking it, but it can be open, right?
It can be open. It can be sitting in your cup holder. Now, when you come to a stop sign or a stop light, you can drink again.
And it's
And
white.
it's one of those cars. It is one of the few that actually can make Texas Longhorns mounted to the front work.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And it
Can't do
won't
that in a
spill
Civic.
your beer. It won't spill your beer. It's so comfy.
And it'll keep your beer cold in the back seat like a meat locker.
And
We gotta-
remember, just like everybody else in Texas, it's white.
And with that, Ben, are you going to paste the chat?
We will paste that into the chat room. And while these guys vote, Craig, what was your reaction on the debate here?
Well,
You
hold
know,
on.
like
Chat room, vote now, vote
Yep.
early, vote often. We need to see who won this round.
Won.
Make your voice heard. It's an election year, 2012. Go meet. Go. Okay.
Go meet.
My
your
impression-
reaction on the
No.
debate technique that happened here.
Josh was
Go
very
white.
flaccid for this round. It's old. And I'm tired. I'm old. I sound old. I'm a widower. My wife died. Whatever. She's in the crawl space.
Come on.
She died of
I've
murder.
I've only got a vote, a single vote. That's it. You guys can kiss my old racist ass.
Ben are
I
all
mean, come on.
precincts reporting.
It's white, just like most of you in the chat room, you dirty SOBs.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
go ahead
vote
and
for
call this
myself,
one for
can I?
Dave, right?
You can.
We've got Josh at 22%, Dave at 78%.
I just voted for myself. Come on.
Well,
Oops, I already clicked the. Okay, might not matter today on this one.
You vote for me, David?
All right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Gorski's asking if he can vote against Josh again. Well, technically no, but all right. The winner is Dave.
Dave with
That was
78% of the
me.
vote.
Oh,
But
You know
Craig,
what?
Craig, I
I bet-
understand
I
it
bet
is
you-
still anyone's. Yes, Josh? Josh, do you feel the need to interrupt me?
Again.
I do. I bet you the people in this damn chat room are for marriage equality too, aren't they? Just kidding.
Winning friends. Winning friends.
exactly.
All right. Our next vehicle, if you gentlemen are sitting down, and this is where the tables twirl, okay? Because Josh,
Whoa.
you're going to go first as the con. Your job is to tear down the 2010 Mitsubishi Galant SE. And this is roundabout rear
So
view because
easy.
Mitsubishi is in the past because they suck. Are you
You
ready?
just made my point for me.
Here we go, Josh. The sound of my bell. Go.
It's a Mitsubishi Galant. I didn't know they made these things past 2002, but apparently they do. And you can have one and still own the biggest piece of crap on the road. The navigation system, it's only from 1983. It's a pretty nice car if you think hunks of crap with rolling wheels are nice cars. It's really pretty, too. It looks like somebody just perioded all over it and left it sitting there for weeks at a time.
Oh.
What did they do all over
Don't
it?
ask him.
Okay, never mind.
We'll go with punctuate. Let's do that.
Maybe Dave will explain it in his turn at the wheel.
Let's defend this.
Wow.
This car is really a piece of crap. Dave, how can you defend this thing? Seriously.
Josh,
Because
your
that-
time. Josh, your time is up.
Cut his
Okay.
mic.
All right.
Cut his
You're
mic.
right.
Dave.
Begin.
I find it very easy to defend this car because my name got drawn for pro by Ben. That's why. these were nifty little cars. They were cute. They didn't turn the world. Oh, Pro. I got to talk Pro. They have an engine in the front, and they're fairly nice looking. To drive down the road. They probably have a body kit available. I'm guessing somewhere.
Very, very intriguing arguments, Dave. But let's see what Josh is going to come back with in our 15-second rebuttal round. Josh?
If the body kit don't fit, you must have quit. And this thing is such crap. I mean, come on. Look, it has heated seats. That just means it sets you on fire so that you don't have to live with this thing anymore. It means you die and you don't have to pay.
That's it. I said that's it.
Yeah. You need to shut up, Josh. You need to shut up now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop with the bloody references.
Next. Rebuttal.
And Dave, 15 seconds to rebut. I like big rebuts, and I cannot lie.
This car is so amazing. I'm going to do my recreation of that gas station scene earlier. You're talking about here.
He's making smoke with his hands. He was in the Happy Hands Club.
That was now. If you didn't watch the video on that one,
wow.
that's worth tuning in because that was some very special live theater that just
Ben,
went.
don't
That
bother with.
was webcam theater.
Don't
right
bother
there.
with
That is worth two in the bush right there. I'm telling you.
I got scared. I had to admit.
It was like 3D.
I felt like I thought I was on fire. I started stop, drop, and roll.
I freaked out. I thought, how do you call 911 in Canada?
What's the number? What's the number for 911?
I wouldn't bother with
Fire,
the
fire.
poll,
We got
Ben,
a
because
fire.
Dave just won that round.
There's no A on my phone. I can't call 911, eh?
Mm.
Sorry. Dave didn't even do anything but light something on fire, and he wins. Damn it. That's good. I should have thought of that. I should set this thing on fire in real life, and maybe I'll win.
All right, Craig, you know what I'm doing here. I'm going to you for your instant reaction to the debate technique that went down here in
Dave
round
brought
two.
up a good point in the first round. The when he was talking up the positive aspects of the 2010 Mitsubishi Galant, and that is customizability. Customizability. What are you guys gesturing at me for?
Dave's distracting us
Oh,
with pretty flames.
I see. He's burning up all his bitumen. Customizability on the Galant. Josh's arguments were pretty weak again. However, he did
How
make.
do you argue? You don't even need to argue for or against
Josh,
the Galant.
Josh, you made a rhyme that makes up for a lot of the damage.
True enough.
So
True enough.
we
Good
leave
point.
it to the chat room, and Dave is the winner.
We have, in fact, We've pasted the link into the chat room, Craig.
Let's see who the winner is. Ho!
We've got 80% for
Whoa.
Dave. Whoa. It's turning around.
Hang on. It's coming back. I just need 4 more votes, and I'll win.
We've got 29% for Josh.
Get 4 more chatters.
Oh,
then.
25% for Josh. 75% for Dave. Ooh, not.
It's all
looking
about
good.
the special effects, man.
Dave is a
Also
winner. Hey!
Well, because a website's name is RoAbout. These people don't like me.
Rados.
Rados.
That's not it at
Thank
all.
you, Crayon Breaking.
In
I got-
fairness, I don't think Josh really stood a chance after that theater.
Theatre
No, not after
of the eye.
fire. That was too good. Damn it.
And the fire extinguisher afterwards. Ah! That was the cloud
All right.
of fire extinguisher dust.
Guys,
Damn
Amazing.
you, David Foley.
it's still anyone's game, although admittedly probably not Josh's. Dave, you're back up first again. Are you ready for vehicle number 3? Because
Yes.
it is the 1984 Dodge Rampage Prospector.
Sorry, Dodge Rampage Prostator?
Prospect.
Prostrator. It's from Dansville, Michigan.
Consarn it, there's gold in there.
And this is a K-car pickup. Go.
From the prostate capital.
one of the most underrated chassis out there. These things could corner like crazy. They were amazing. That Prospector package was a nice added feature package with things like the wider wheels and the white leather tires. Very, very fashionable in the day. Oh, and it also came with a sticker. These were fun trucks. Get them with a stick, and you'll have fun all day, and you can carry about 1,100 pounds worth of stuff. There you go. There you go.
The Burt Beast woman in your trailer park. You can load her up in there.
All right, let's get this.
Y'all want to take me to the dump?
I got a big rebuttal. Come on, I got a big one working. It's coming out of me like crazy.
All right, rebut.
Rebut at the sound of my bell, you mean?
Yes.
This thing hauls 1,100 pounds of what? Definitely is an ass. Let's put it that way. And with the Rampage, with the Prospector package, you got yourself, instead of 125s on the tires, you got 135s. It's safer. I'm telling you.
95.
Oh. Ooh.
60.
Man.
14s.
This is a piece of crap. It's old. It's a Dodge. It's front-wheel drive. This is to pickups what the Honda Ridgeline is to life.
All right. That's enough from you. Dave,
what the Honda Ridgeline is to life.
Yes. This may be Josh's comeback kid. So
that's a big one. That's
All right.
That's a good one there.
What was the line again if somebody missed it?
It was, this is to pickups what the Honda Ridgeline is to life.
Oh.
To life.
Ooh.
It's only $700 though. Let's be honest. It's a good deal.
True.
You know
For
what
a
I
haul-
could do
for
with
haul day.
$700? I could blow it on hookers and blow in Vegas and have a much better time dying.
That's a risk situation, Josh, and we don't want that. But what we
You know
do
what
want
they-
is our
Yeah, I
rebuttal
know.
round.
You know what they don't do in Canada?
Rebuts?
Blow $700 on hookers and blow.
It'd be
So-
like $900, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the exchange rate is, but we have put 15 seconds on the clock, and it's time for round 3, rebuttal round for Dave Foley.
Just saw a great post in the chat. Test Drive Junkie talks about the Shelby conversions of these things. That was the pinnacle of the whole deal. They were great little trucks, fun to drive, maneuverable, just that funny driving position.
All right.
So Dave is saying you can get another variation of this, but this one is kind of crappy.
Awesome.
Shell It's got 13-inch, 14-inch wheels.
Awesomer.
You
awesome.
can get an awesomer version. Does that count?
Awesome-o. Awesome-o must expel waste coolant. Anyway, rebuttal for Joshua.
And
Yeah, you can get a Shelby conversion kit that raises the horsepower from 10 to 25. Holy crap. Look out, everybody. You're going to be racing like the Dukes of Hazzard, trying to get some moonshine to everybody. Such a piece of crap. Blow it on the hookers.
So I didn't think we could hit 2 sarcasm icebergs in one show, but Josh just proved that we could.
Wow. The poles
Baby,
are
I'm
melting.
like the
let's be
Titanic. I just
honest.
put it in reverse and hit it again.
All right. You know what time that? You know what time it is.
That's determination. We got to give Josh credit for determination. Vote for Josh. Vote for Josh.
Thank you. You know what? That's my attempt at setting myself on fire for the audience.
So Craig, your instant takeaway from this.
Can we be done?
So Craig, your instant takeaway from
yes.
this.
Yeah, the Rampage is a questionable vehicle, and they were pretty evenly matched, both of our contestants this round. So it'll be interesting to see what the chat room thinks of the debate.
Do you really think Josh had as much an advantage as we think?
Advantage?
Well,
I'm
I
leaning
mean, not
towards Josh,
not
although 4
advantage. I
votes
don't mean
for
coming out.
Dave.
I don't mean coming out of the gate advantage. I'm saying, did he really pick up his debate style here?
He may have.
Is he a master?
I'm sorry. Wait. What the hell is this? Is this like Sunday Night Politics after the debate hearing? I mean, now let me ask you something. Did you think that Josh really got his connections with the people going at the right time?
You haven't
What the hell
been
is this show coming to?
clearly, Josh.
Oh, we've got a phone call. Excuse me. Oh.
Yeah, I would just like to say that Josh did a great job debating today. He definitely connected with the people. Look, I own my own home. I have a small business. You know, he's somebody that I think could really do justice to my taxes.
What the hell is the show?
But sir, are you a small business owner?
I am a small business owner. He
called
said
Raw Autos.
Tonight, he said tonight that, you know, it's all about the taxes, dummy. He ain't raising them. So you know what? I believe him. I also have a Dodge Rampage, but the Shelby edition. So I agree that the prospector was crap.
Well, there you go. And it turns out
all precincts are reporting.
All precincts are
We
reporting
have
on round
67%
3.
of the vote going to David from the north.
How the hell did he win
Oh,
this?
we got. whoa.
Wait, come
Not
on, people.
all
3 more votes.
precincts
2 more votes, it's a tie. 3 more votes, and I'm taking home the silver piece of crap Rampage prospector.
Prostrator.
Burning myself in it.
All right.
That
well,
last
we're
vote
gonna.
that came in, that was from me, Josh. That was
Oh,
just
You beautiful, lovable Canadian bastard.
I'm just that kind of guy.
Round 3, still anyone's game, but it goes to Dave.
Josh can still take this thing away for the dignity.
Well,
you know,
he could potentially win in the electoral college where the popularity doesn't count and
True.
the loser actually wins. So,
May I just add that I have never won a versus, but I've always fought harder for them than anybody else.
I agree.
Maybe next time I just won't give a crap.
You're not. The problem is, Josh, you're not kissing enough hands and not shaking enough babies because you got to be with the people. Okay.
I guess that's why I lost that last governor's election.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our fourth vehicle is the Hitachi EX270 LC3 hydraulic excavator. Can be yours for just $19,995 in scenic Arizona, home of Zachary Levine, roundabout historian. Maybe he can take a look at this for us, see if it's, look under the hood, see if it's worth driving.
I have a feeling
What?
that we have a challenge ahead of us. on
So
this
we're
one.
back to Dave now, aren't we?
I'm not
No, we're
sure
back to
that
Josh. Pardon me.
Dave and Josh, just to kind of get a lay of the land, have either of you test driven this one?
I have 3 times.
Okay.
He didn't say copulate with. He said drive.
It gets
one I had-
14 miles to the hall.
The one I had was brown.
Mine had racing stripes on the side.
I don't know.
Little hockey
Mine
stripe.
had a body kit on it. It was a little different than that one.
I'm pretty sure brown is the only way they come, Dave.
What
but
can Brown do for you? Well, it can streak the toilet, I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Clearly
My,
orange.
my license plate said I am Stig.
All right. Well, Josh,
This one goes to Josh.
we're back to you, Con, of the Hitachi EX270 LC-3 hydraulic excavator.
Do not leave out that dash.
It's important. It's a hyphen, but, for colloquialness, we say dash.
Mhm.
Keep it approachable. to
Doesn't
the
mean
people.
run really quickly. It means hyphen.
Anyway, Josh, when the bell rings, go.
So, unless you're attempting to do your own Gold Rush show, I don't think you need a Hitachi anytime soon. Because let's be honest, there are no roads for it, you moron. And
Whoa.
also, you can't put gasoline in it. What the hell's up with that? You don't have a steering wheel and you don't have a gear shift knob. If you're going to argue for this, you might as well just throw yourself in a creek and report yourself missing. Because you're an idiot.
I
Ding,
think,
ding.
and now I think we're going to have to put Dave on suicide watch. Thanks for that.
If you think you are dead, if you think you may already be deceased, call and report yourself missing. And
All right.
Okay, let's
David,
work on that.
the positives of this
Positives.
Hitachi EX270 LC-3 hydraulic excavator located in the scenic state of Arizona.
He's
a deserty
got
state.
to accentuate the... Go,
And
Dave.
the extra ding there. There we go. You know what? This is an amazing machine. You should see how it handles. It turns left and it turns right. It goes forward very slowly and backwards very slowly, and it has a big honking bucket on the front. Let me tell you what, if you can't dig this vehicle, what's wrong with you? Come on. Oh, they articulate. You can cross a creek. You stretch that bucket out and drive the thing. It's amazing.
You were done at Crick. You were done at Crick.
Dig yourself out. You can dig it. Wow, it sounds like Josh having a seizure.
I literally had to wait till the end to let that laughter out because you said Crick and I was lost. He said Crick. The Crick and remote yourself missing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we call 911?
What is it in Canada? Is it 999?
I think I'm deceased.
All right.
Oh my! It is time
for the rebuttal round.
That's what I was just gonna say. 15 seconds are gonna be put on the clock here
for Joshua.
So here we go. Here's my bell.
Ma bell.
If you say Crick, go ahead and buy this damn thing. If you say Creek, then you are a smart human being and don't buy this thing. Throw yourself down by the river because you live in a trailer down by the river, okay? This is not vehicle free.
In point of fact, I think it was a van by the river, not a trailer, but okay.
Well,
this is something
I'm
Zach
going
Bowman
for the
would bid
trailer
on.
because you're driving a Hitachi EX270 LC-3 hydraulic excavator for $20,000, you dummy.
So Josh here providing a bit of a litmus test. You know whether it's for you or not, whether you say Crick or Creek. I like that. All right, one final rebuttal round
For
left.
Davidov.
For Davidov.
It's his Slavic name,
Ah, I see.
I guess.
This is the most amazing vehicle. And in this one, in this condition, think about it. It's in Arizona. It will have had no rust. No rust. Never had road spray to worry about. I'll bet you the leatherette seat still smells like the wild naga.
Oh, jeez.
It's missing part of its damn track too.
Well, that's an optional accessory. It goes forward very slowly. It goes backwards very slowly. It turns left and right. It's multi-directional and it's shock pulse resistant. Yes.
And it goes over Cricks. And Test Drive Junkie said, I want a
front hoe.
And you know what? This is within range of Canada. You could drive this home, Dave. It's in the same time zone.
But that's the best part. In the same time zone, it would take an hour less than any other time zone, I guess.
You can drive it home using the tracks, or you can crab crawl it with the bucket and drag it along.
That's true. Stick the bucket out, pull it in, just drag yourself along.
And just like think about it. You don't have to go around the Mississippi. You can go over it.
Whoa.
Sorry. Kind of yelled that one out there a little too loud.
So, chat room, you make your voice heard.
I heard a chainsaw.
I really
You're not going to believe this. I can hear a chainsaw outside my house. This is not Red Green Show, but I can hear a chainsaw right now outside my house.
I'm sorry, wait. How the hell am I losing to Dave about buying a Hitachi?
Because he had a legitimate argument.
This
rather than personal insults.
This is
he
really
said Frick.
This is the thing. This is an election between. It's not between Dave and Josh. This is between
their
Crick,
arguments.
Crick and Creek. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what this has come down to.
And
Crick
you just
versus
got another
Creek.
vote for Crick.
And yeah, so we've got 88% of the vote reporting in for Crick, and a meager 13% for Creek.
What in the tits is
they're
wrong?
a determined bunch.
Yeah,
those Creek people are determined.
The thing is,
determined to lose.
Josh went to the little people and said, "You're worthless. If you say Crick, I don't want your vote."
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
One vote for
Yeah,
Josh.
you know what? I did say that. I did say your Crick is now belong to us.
It's Crick of the litter.
And the problem is, the people who would get that joke are not Crick people. So
there's
That's
Hatfields.
So you know what? Those Crick people can kiss my Crick ass.
Dave takes round 4. We've got the final round, Ben. Number 5. Do we really need to do it? We'd better just do it.
You know, I think we ought to.
It's value for the listener.
Yeah.
More content.
That's right.
Josh can still walk away with a little bit of honor.
Dignity?
A shred. A shred.
As Mud Monster said, the bad news, Josh didn't vote for himself. That's correct.
All right.
I didn't vote for anybody in this one.
Nummer 5. It is the 1986 Chevrolet Blazer Silverado from McHenry, Illinois, in the Vereinigten Staaten.
Oh my God, this is my sister-in-law's car.
$2,899.99 can be bought right now, as in this second, although that second just passed, right now on eBay Motors.
Let's go ahead and say in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, it can be bought right now.
Yes.
If you act fast, though, because now is quickly approaching. Anyway, I believe we are back.
68 Blazer.
Today.
68 Blazer, right?
6 and 80.
6 and 80. Okay.
Dave, it's you. What are the pros of the Chevrolet Blazer
86?
Silverado? 6 and 80. You're correct.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure because, last thing you need to do is say great things about the wrong vehicle.
So, wait for my bell. Wait for it. And go. So, for the podcast audience, I'm going to go ahead and describe what he's doing. He's got a piece of paper, a nice sturdy pair of scissors, and he appears to be cutting like
an envelope or something.
I don't know. It's like you'd cut slits on one of those like tear off like want ad posters.
Yeah.
So
he's making it rain. Like R. Kelly.
This is more Dave Foley,
kind of a visual
Canadian
bit.
theater.
Yes.
It very much is. And by the way,
he's out of time.
Yeah. So okay.
Fair.
I'm sorry, were you trying to make a paper mache version of this Blazer? Or
No. I figured, you know what? It's just not fair that you haven't had one round go your way. So I thought, you know what? I'll just leave it open for you.
So this is
And I had to do something. I mean, there's people watching, and if I just sat here and had silence, it'd look like I got disconnected or something. So I thought, I can clean this up later.
Those damn Canadians, they have too much honor.
Dave decided arts and crafts has got to lose out to Josh.
Exactly.
Is he making a leather bookmark and he's stamping it or something? All right, Joshua.
Josh, you can't.
I can't.
You can't go. You can't go anywhere but up from here. Come on.
I can't beat paper mache. I can't.
To be fair, no mache was involved, just paper.
Well, next
That's
thing
true.
you know, he's gonna crochet a damn sweater. The next verse is
Crotchet.
he said, "Look, I made something for you people who are gonna be cold."
Well, he's in Canada. Davy Crotchet.
You got to be prepared.
All right,
King of the wild yarn tear.
Here we go, Josh.
Right now, I'm just chewing lots of gum. Car.
All right,
This
he's
thing has
live
a
blogging.
305 5-liter V8. It's already falling apart. Why the hell would you want to spend $3,000 on this thing? Come on! I mean, really, $3,000? That could get you a nice
something.
$3,000. Well,
He gets a bonus couple seconds.
You might get some free sex out of it if you're a nice enough guy. Think about this. And you know what? A V8 Blazer from 1986 isn't going to get you any free sex. It's just going to get you banned.
Well, that certainly was words coming out of Josh's mouth.
He's good at that. Making
Certainly
things
were words.
And a bit of gum.
violently. What is it when something is quickly?
A violent sternutation?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Anyway, rebuttal round, Dave. What craft are you going to make now? I look forward to seeing needlepoint.
Rebuttal round. What else can I say that's amazing about this vehicle? I can say you should all vote for Josh. He's had a hard day. It's been rough. It's probably hotter there, and he's probably dehydrated. He needs to pick me up. Everybody vote for Josh. Vote for Josh.
He's dehydrated. He was out drinking last night. Bacardi 151, one hell of a drug.
Craig, I have to tell you, you can't help but love this Dave guy. He just wants everyone to love each other. My vote's for him.
Mm.
But
all we need is love. Da, 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 da.
All right,
All we need is Dave's love.
chat room, it is your turn.
not yet.
What?
You gonna give Josh his rebuttal
Does
round?
he really need one?
I think he deserves a chance.
All right.
Oh, gosh, Josh,
Don't screw up.
you really, this is your. Just go.
Here's more gum. You can watch me shove my face with it.
Or listen, as the case may be.
This is riveting radio.
You sure those aren't Tic Tacs?
No,
They sounded like Tic Tacs.
Dentine ice.
Oh, Dentine Ice.
Are you-
Dentine Ice.
He said, "Did you say Big League Chew?"
No.
Hey, you want some Big League Chew?
You guys want to ride bikes?
Yeah.
I do.
Put a playing card in the spokes. Sounds like a machine gun. Look out! I'm shooting at you. Anyway.
Craig, while I get this poll set up and I start sending it out to our
Mm-hmm.
diligent chat room,
Yep.
why don't you give us an overview? Round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round
All
5.
right,
How'd you think they did?
All right, round
Where
one
do we
went to
stand?
Dave because he did a better job. Round 2, yeah, Dave carried the day on that one. Round 3 was Dave because, well, he cared enough to actually have a cogent argument why this vehicle is good, opposed to Josh, who has a loose stool of the mouth, as it were. Round 4, that went to Jave, actually. Dave carried it. And we're just waiting on the results of round 5. Not that it matters because it's a landslide for Dave, our Canadian.
And we just hit a depression iceberg. So that's 3 icebergs in one podcast.
Oh, it's split 50-50. Josh has a chance,
come
not
on.
anymore.
I just say, look at the amount of gum I have in my mouth
Josh.
right now. Look.
Let's see. Hold it out
Vote
there.
for Josh. Vote
So-
for Josh. Come on. Vote for Josh. Vote for Josh. Come on.
This could be the one. Come on, guys.
Come on,
come on,
you
guys.
dream team.
For Josh.
Come on, Dave asked you to.
50-50.
We know you love Dave, and Dave asked you to do it. So come on.
Come on now.
We're at 50.
Come on.
Oh, 56% for Josh.
Woo, woo.
I mean,
We
you
better
know.
close the polls now. So
Sorry, we're done. We're
done
closed
here.
here.
We're done.
Goodbye.
Do it. Taking some chairs.
We're carding you for IDs. Are you registered? Sorry.
Grandfather clause, get out. Poll tax, can't afford it. Too bad, can't vote.
So here. I love a good reference to poll tax in a podcast
know.
about cars.
Josh carried the day. Josh, how does it feel to have won a round?
60 whole percents.
My mouth hurts from chewing all this damn gum.
Your mouth hurts from what?
Well, right now I'm about to put more gum in my mouth.
More what?
His mouth hurts. What did he do to win this vote?
Wow. He's an itinerant
this way.
candidate.
I took someone downtown.
Oh.
You are the worst winner.
And I think we have a show. Thank you, gentlemen, for your participation. Your
And
time.
congratulations to President Dave of Canada.
Thank you, David.
Yes, that's right. We have Dave Foley from Auto Mojo joining us live right now on the Skype. Dave, how'd you do it? How do you feel right now? You've made it through another roundabout. You've won a big victory in the debate election of Versus. You must be riding on cloud 9 right now.
I am right up there with the clouds deployed right out of the back of that hearse Volvo. I tell you, just amazing. It's amazing. But you know what? I want to give show a little shout out there to my opponent. He put up a masterful job. Is here to deliver it.
And that's very kind words from our new Prime Minister. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave Foley. No, seriously, thank you, Dave Foley, for playing against me. Thank you for letting me win the 88th round against you because I lost every other.
Dave, I've got a question for you.
I love you.
You're a good sport.
Dave,
You're a good sport, man. This was cool. Yes.
Dave, do you prefer Parliament or Spearmint?
Or wintergreen.
Wintergreen, all the way.
I prefer spearmint.
Joshua McLewis and your good friend Donald Buttersmore. What the hell was it? Berry
Something.
Burger.
Bloomberry.
Bloomberry.
I don't know what the hell my name is. Okay.
Josh may have lost,
but he's a winner in our hearts.
He
right?
lives to fight another day despite having fallen on the spikes. Ouch.
Or the lava.
Or the lava.
Magma.
The carpet's lava, guys. Watch out.
It's lava if it has. It's magma if it hasn't reached the surface yet. Josh McLewis, what are you working on? RoAutos.com. Undercooked Autos.
What's new or what am I doing?
This is your plug. Yeah, hurry up so we can end the show. Thanks.
Go to RoAutos.com. Thank you. Bye.
I'm sorry, Josh.
Out of time. That's too bad.
Oh, do I lose that round too?
No.
But you're at least you're a winner for participating on the Roundabout show. Come on. Who can say that?
Winner.
Not
I'm
many
going to go
people.
have some chicken dinner.
11 herbs and spices. Colonel Angus cooked it.
Yeah, also.
It's a patient
Winner Sheen dinner.
All right. We got to thank the Colonel as well. Ben, thank you
Yeah, also.
for all of your technical expertise. And with that, remember you can watch Roundabout Live every Friday evening, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 3:30 on the West Coast. And don't forget to check out the rest of the Autoline family of fine programs, including Autoline This Week, Autoline After Hours, and, of course, Autoline Daily. You know, we do have a Roundabout Emporium. You can shop for all kinds of Roundabout branded goodies. Just go to our website, roundaboutshow.com. Look on the right-hand sidebar, along with the Advanced Auto Parts link. Click on the little $sign. It's a little green little icon. Click on that. That takes you to the Roundabout Emporium. You can do shopping for all kinds of different stuff. Mugs, hats, T-shirts, you name it, it's in there. Help us out. Help yourself out to some quality merchandise.
And we get a little money.
It's always about money with you, Ben.
Money!
We're
Actually,
also doing...
I'm just going to say, we really don't make much, if anything, on this stuff.
Nobody buys anything.
It's just for the fans.
Yes.
It's for our fan. We have many fan, and it's for them.
I know. We're also doing the social media, twitter.com/roundabout show. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/roundabout show. Of course, there are a number of different ways you can get Roundabout. Traditionally, you can subscribe via a podcast snatcher like iTunes. And if you're using iTunes, we had asked that you please rate us. Give us a little sentence or two description. If you like us, great. If you don't, let us know because we want to hear about it. Your opinion matters. It matters to us. We will take your advice
Not much,
to heart.
but it matters.
Yes. Also, you can use a neat applet called Stitcher that Ben is proudly displaying on his shirt there. Great way to listen to podcasts and other audio content on your smart-enabled handset telephone. So please do that as well. That is an option. Couple of upcoming shows. Fans, pay attention. We're doing two unique things, and we need your help. We're doing an all-fan show. You guys will provide the articles. We will discuss them. Very important. So we're looking for your input for that. That's coming up in a couple weeks. Very important. We want you to participate, and it's all going to be done live. So we're going to show up at 6:30. We're going to start rolling, and you're going to tell us in the chat room what stories to cover. It's our way of giving back.
Alternately known as Roundabout takes a week off because we don't have to gather stories and write stuff. We just sit back and go, well, what do you want us to talk about? Now, we don't have a date picked out.
But it's coming.
But we will let you know. We just want you to get your antennas spinning, start thinking about this, because when we give you that date, we want you to be here for appointment viewing, because we need lots of good stories coming from our chat room.
We certainly do.
So,
and with that, also coming up in 2 weeks.
Now, this we do have a date for, doesn't it? Yeah.
Friday, the 8th of June, we are doing a first ever Hall versus Hall Roundabout show. Jim Hall, the Elder Hall, versus Bob Hall, the Junior Hall, the two Hall geniuses. The twins are facing off in a throwdown showdown, all kinds of segments, all kinds of news. This is a program, a fight to the death you are not going to want to miss. You've got to be there Friday, June 8th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hall versus Hall, Jim Hall, Bob Hall, throwdown, smackdown, showdown.
Oh, calm down,
Craig.
Jim.
I know he's going to have to be calmed down because this is just too much excitement. It's going to be more like it's going to be a dump truck load of chuckles. You're not going to be able to resist. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be spilling on the freeway and going to the landfill with so extra hilarity. There's going to be an overabundance. It's going to crash the laugh market, Ben, because there's going to be so much the price is going to just collapse.
We're going to be using wheelbarrows of
to pay
laughs
for laugh.
to pay for viewers or whatever.
Yes.
Whatever you.
Yes.
What do you do with laughs? Exactly?
You use them. But there's going
Okay.
to be such an overabundance. There's going to be a bumper crop. We got lots of rain. You know how that
I think
goes.
the wheels are falling off, or analogy.
Big, juicy laughs.
I'm sorry, Craig. Your time is up.
So submit questions. We need your questions. We need your help. RoundaboutShow@gmail.com.
I'm not the only one that loses a round.
Yes. RoundaboutShow@gmail.com. Send us your questions for the Hall versus Hall Roundabout. Again, that's coming up Friday, the 8th of June, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there for history in the making. And with that, we thank all of you out there for listening this week, and we invite you to please join us again in 7 days as we circle the roundabout, and we will talk to you then.
Magnum.
That's a show. And Dave, it was perfect timing because
you're Cyloning.
you Cyloned right before we ended.
Wow. That's like getting unhooked from the Matrix or something.
124.16, Ben.
Well,
There. Is that better?
that's much better.
There.
Your dulcet
That
tones
was-
are coming through.
That was the show that flowed into the
Unadulterated.
top, and we
That's
skim it off. Fresh.
I even
fresh show.
unplugged during the what do you call it there? The ad portion.
Well, Craig,
Just to
Luke
be
says
sure.
The best history is the
Well,
history
good.
you make up.
That was fun. That was so fun.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Chat right now.
I hope that gum's good. Craig had to. We had such a long show today. He had to take a little bit of a break.
You had to go poopy.
He's in the little boy's room.
Do the chat rundown, Ben?
I think Craig would like to
Dave,
be
go
there-
and set
here
my
for
gum
that.
on fire.
Ben, you usually
Bring it over to the side of the screen. Bring it over to the side of the screen there. There we go.
This is like 4th of July, guys. Well, that's
By the way, that's how much gum I actually had in my mouth. That is about almost the size of a golf ball. I was sucking on a ball. I mean, a golf ball. I mean, what? That's a lot of gum.
large mentally disabled is saying thanks to the Roundabout staff and guests for another Gret show. So, great job, guys.
One
Great
of the
job.
greatest ones.
Welcome.
One of the
And
greatest ones I've ever been on.
Zach says that he's got even bigger wads of gum. Yikes.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
Yeah, me too. Actually, in school, if I smile, you can see the back of my head because I have very big mouth, but also very big gums. So everybody in school used to make fun of me when I was a kid. They used to say that I had more gum than Wrigley. So, I got some big gums. When I really get into a good laugh, it's like, my lip goes up to my forehead. I mean, it's just nothing but.
You're like
It's
the mouth of
ridiculous.
Sauron.
Yeah, basically. You open up my mouth and it looks like one of the cone heads.
Come on, Craig.
like Bernie. Or
Yeah.
Bert. Like Bert.
Bert. Yeah. So basically, between Bert and Ernie, there's Bernie. That's me.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Bert.
But yeah, so when you see me and you see me laugh and really get into a good smile, I will be covering my face like this because I don't want you to see my friggin' gigantic gums that are a highway.
You're uvula. You're not a uvula show off.
Stool scale.
I'm
Zach
sorry,
says.
Gorski C. You can kiss my big mouth ass.
Yeah.
Josh has a big
And-
mouth. You don't say.
I'm sorry, my bladder had reached capacity and required
And Test Drive
evacuation.
Junkie, same thing goes for you.
Chat rundown.
Chat rundown, Craig.
Chat
we waited
rundown.
for you.
Let's not forget to start Willie D, who had to leave early.
Willie left early, past tense
Past-
of Bill,
Past tense Willie.
colloquial past tense of Bill, William.
Show was Willie D.
Willie did.
Willie?
Anyway, we have got large mentally disabled. He was one of the first chatters in the room. We thought we were going to have a very slim chat room this week. We started up, we were broadcasting, and basically it was only us here.
It's going to be like a church bake sale. Nobody showed.
As Rich says, it was going to be a church bake sale because nobody showed up. But
Everybody buying each other stuff.
our,
Going
our,
home.
our fans, we got to tip our hat. Tip, Rich, tipping it.
I'm tipping. The Colonel is tipping.
Yes,
There's maximum.
for our loyal fans.
16 degrees tip.
We do hope you all enjoyed the show. Large mentally disabled, thanks for your support. Who else have we got?
And you
Okay.
missed his great compliment. He said we did a great job.
Well,
Great.
great. I'm so happy to hear. That's great.
It's great, the regret.
I know, no regret.
I love insulting people who are nice to us.
I know,
I
Ben.
think it's
thanks.
a good.
Thanks,
I
Ben.
learned. You know who I learned that from?
Craig Cole.
No, Josh Lewis.
Oh,
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
oh,
Damn straight you did. Shut the hell up.
Carolina barbecue. Barbecue. All right.
Who else we got?
Who else?
Charm the birds from the trees.
And the willow trees. Sexual harassment. Foley.
I could charm the pants off a goat. That way.
Zach L.
Would be
Zackle.
Lucal.
Oh, I know. Well,
Lucal.
he's next on the list. We got Cran Breaking. Luke Farlow. Lucas. Like George Lucas. He's elite because he's with Industrial Light and Magic, I understand.
Trivia question, everyone, for hardcore RoAb fans and RoAb fans. So fans of RoAb fans.
Yeah.
Where does his nickname originate? Cran Breaking. Time's up. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
Go on, Craig.
Oh. Who else we got? So, Luke, thank you. We got Fry Guy 177.
Deep frying us up some roundabout love.
Now, what kind of oil do you use, Fry Guy? Is it a peanut oil, safflower? That's another good one for high temperatures. Do you use lard? Traditional fat. Let's wait for his answer. I'm sure he is typing away.
Wait
Oh,
for it,
shortening.
wait for it,
Course.
wait
It's
for
vegetable based, so it's good for you.
Shortening spry. Comes in a tin.
Spry.
It's better because it comes in a tin. It's galvanized. Galvanization adds flavor.
I think Fry Guy won.
Zinc is delicious.
I think he must
in
have
modern-
walked away.
Yeah, Fry Guy done be gone. We got Gorski C. Driving
We
his
haven't seen him in
Skoda,
quite a spell, right?
Skoda
Craig?
Yeti.
Drippins.
Bacon drippings.
I love bacon drippins.
Drip 'em.
That's the only reason I make bacon is for the drippings. Let's be honest. I make a bacon tea.
Down to one of the other elite fan, the Mood Monster.
No, we got Gorski C. We got Gorski
The
C.
mood monster.
We gotta
the
thank
mood
Gorski.
monster.
Still yet
In Connecticut.
dual tasking in the Connecticut's, watching hockey, watching Roundabout show.
That's if we can compete with hockey for a
Huh.
true enthusiast,
You actually have Dave on the show, and there's hockey on.
but he's in a different time zone. He's in a different
That's
country
true.
for that matter. They use like
I
Queen's English
am
or something.
So hungry.
French.
Pounds
the Queen's
sterling. Whatever.
Queen's French. Queen's French.
Pardon my queen's French.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my
Kiss
bacon
my ass.
recipe?
Connecticut sucks.
By the way, was anybody else as sad as me to learn that Keira Knightley is engaged?
Who else have we got here? We got Mud Monster. Of course, Mr. Stewart, but we got Mud Monster from the depths of the
He's a
swamp.
grumpy old blob.
Gorski uses clamshells. Mud Monster, where did he come from? Coming out of that septic field, I understand. Mud Monster rising up again. The South will rise again.
Hey,
on
we're
the ball.
rise. Are we doing another revival about
No,
Advanced
I
Auto
think
Parts?
I think our fans have heard enough revival for this week. Who else we got? We got Mud Monster, of course. We've got Test Drive Junkie / Hobo / Vagrant / Displaced Dust Bowl Wanderer
/ Vagabond.
/ Tramp. And by tramp, I mean lovable hobo that rides the rails, not a slutty girl.
Is he resident gypsy?
He could also be Test Drive Gypsy.
With some of the best vidges on the web.
He says hobo.
Oh, yeah.
Hobo.
Around a bindle.
I was gonna say a bindle stick of worth of automotive awesome.
Automotive awesome.
So we got
Does he have a special automotive hobo code?
or hobo camp. Hobo camp.
Or does
Hobo
it-
camp.
Or does he live in Hoboken?
Hoboken. No, he lives in Hooverville, New Jersey.
Just on the outskirts of
Hooverville.
It's one of the poorer suburbs of Hoboken.
Does it suck to live there? Dum-dum. Sorry.
They make the best shoe soup you've ever had.
Soup.
Oh yeah. He's like, what?
What?
And last but not least, we have not seen Zachary Levine, resident RoAb historian, but he is back.
like big
The-
retard test drive gypsy sounds like a Fleetwood Mac song.
Uh-huh.
Test drive
Like an
gypsy.
electronica album. Well, Stevie Nicks is going to be in town. You can pitch that one.
Oh man, giving myself aneurysm here. Zach L. is back. Zach is back. Back to the Zach.
Back in Zach.
We're going back in Zach. All right. Good show, guys. Good chat, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Roundabout 1:30.
There's only one more thing we have to do.
Get dinner because I'm hungry.
There's only one more thing other than that we have to do.
What's that, man? I can't hear you.
Can't hear you over your song
Can't
stylings.
hear you or my violin throbbing.
Wish I'd brought my spoons.
Any instrument I can play.
The answer to that
Title.
show
title. What's the show title going to be?
Roundabout 1:30 blank. So
We say
here are the candidates. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here are the candidates. Pass when you've passed. Pass when you've passed. A reference to Dave's Hearst story. Safety Today with Donald Bloomberry. You can't see if you're a ghost, dummy. Prostrate exam. Uppercase, another other thing. Uppercase, another other thing.
Kind of like that because it's so scrambled.
No, the last one is the winner, hands down.
Well, hang on. We got, good Lord, Craig, calling the winner before we've
'Cause
even
it's
got
the best. So just keep
We've got-
going.
sarcasm all over my desk.
Get some
And we've got
something.
throw yourself in a creek and report yourself missing.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's the one.
I'll admit it's good, but it's long.
You know what? Shut the hell up, Ben.
If,
Just take it, okay?
if you think you've passed away,
Look, don't make me start name dropping that I've met Snoop Dogg,
The-
Funkmaster Flex.
The last one, the creek one, the last
Should it be-
one.
Should it be throw yourself in a crick?
Yes, you can do the crick. Throw yourself in the crick and,
Yeah.
and report your
Oh,
Listen,
let's hear some Hank Hill, please.
I'll tell you what, Craig.
Closer to the
Them
mic
peop-
so people can hear. There you go.
Them people in that chat room, they're a rowdy bunch.
Whoa,
Oh,
that boy ain't right.
and everyone dies.
Hank Hill having sex.
Oh, oh, oh.
I feel dirty. Ooh. Cartoons having conjugals.
Just Mr. Stewart says.
Well, Mr. Stewart says, one of my faves ever, followed by crayon breaking with smiley face. Test drive junkie, bacon drippings. Oh. Gorski C. Craig, you do not make bacon. Bacon makes you. That was an add-on.
We're getting a request from Luke for more red green from Dave. Not that we had any this time, but
I don't know if we got enough time for all that. I don't know.
has he been smoking Cubans?
You're lying, Gorski. Don't upset me with that. I hate those Russians.
All right, guys, good show.
I
Good
gotta go out
hustle.
and sharpen my chainsaw. I'll be back in a bit. Don't start without me. Keep your stick in the ice.
Uncle Red, what are you doing?
You would make the perfect nephew.
What's his name? I don't remember.
less than hair, kid.
Harold.
Less than-
Harold.
It's a good herald. That's a pretty good herald.
Well, Uncle Red, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You got to get that body motion in there too. I think that's half of the delivery.
And is this microphone made from an old railroad tie? It's got about the same shape to it.
All right, we're done here. Goodbye, guys. Thank you. We'll see you around.
What did we
Hi,
finally?
everybody.
What did we finally choose?
It
for a
was the
title?
last one.
We're gonna go with the crick. That's pretty long. Okay. All right. Okay.
Or even
All
the
right.
condensed
Okay.
version of it.
I'm done here.
Well, good night, everyone. This has been Roundabout Show.